your buddy Mikerowchip here, playing Trainz 2022
Plus Standard Edition.
And this is Midwestern Rails, episode 13. And we are here with Isla, who obviously works for BNSF. And this is where we left off, of course, last episode. And she is on her way right now to... where's she going? I don't know. Oh, she's headed out to Blue Sky. That's right. Yeah. Now, it didn't line up right. The automatic bell didn't, or horn didn't line up right because, see, she's on a approach. Okay, so she's headed out to Blue Sky. Now, let's take a look at what she's got on her switch list right now. It is all Blue Sky. Okay, that's what I thought. It's all Blue Sky. Well, I'm right. Of course, I'm going to do this. Get rid of it again. First, you don't succeed, I suppose. So we're headed out to Blue Sky. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at my thing here. Alrighty. All right, that's not very entertaining. I'm looking at my spreadsheet trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, so right now, Kenneth is stuck. That's nice. It is 9:03, so we'll watch here till 9:08, and then we're going to do this. And then I always ask, do they have side cameras here? And I think the answer is no. But we're going anyway. Let's got something coming up here, a bridge or something. Doesn't it look like? Oh yeah, it's a bridge. So we'll get a nice shot. See what all she's carrying. It's all boxcars. I mean, I ruined it. I went ahead. I couldn't help myself. Spoiler alert, it's all boxcars. Okay, let's get down right here. This is nice. Okay, here she comes on her way to Blue Sky. Now, today, I was working a ton on Tidewater. Oh, yeah, I'm having a good time doing it, too. First things first, I switched out all of the level grade crossings because remember how they're always on? They aren't no more. I put in the TRC type signals, which are the ones that are on coal country. I thought, oh boy, okay, get ready. I'm gonna have to, I'll be able to teach it ITT Tech by the time I'm done figuring out how to do this. It is so simple. It is so simple. I found a really good guide on how to do them. Basically, all you got to do is put down one marker on the track, and then you name the marker and the two signals that you want it to control using their naming convention, which is also very simple, and then it works. Yeah, it's just that simple. So, of course, you got to use TRC signals. Now, they had, the ones I'm using are really good. I like them. They're really good looking. But that, may be a drawback for you. I don't know. How come the train has a shadow but not the bridge? That's freaky. Okay. Then I got lots of through traffic going there too. I don't have any through traffic on this route. So, yeah, but that would be a bear. Not the setup necessarily, but stuff happens. Even now, when I just before I started recording this, a train was coming out of a portal and it derailed. Now, did it derail because I'm stopping it constantly? I'm constantly going into Surveyor. Oh, I got to change this. Oh, I got to change this. To get it ready for recording. So maybe that's why it caused it to fall. It's only happened once, and a whole ton of trains have been released. So, yeah. And it's not that hard. Even if it does happen every once in a while, you just got to go over there, delete the train, and then, it all starts up again. So, yeah. Now, outrageous. Time for drink. Drink break. Now, I do not know how long she has to go before she gets to Blue Sky. I'm sure we looked it up last time. It's not her furthest. But not exactly close either. All right. I was looking over here, and okay, that's what I was looking to do. These two right here can be. No. Okay, I got to move these up. Oh. This one's kind of early. Yeah. Again, I could go through and do all these, but there's just so many of them. Oh, I've already did it once. Only I think I put them down. I wasn't measuring the speed or something. I don't know. It wasn't a good idea. Whatever I did. All right. You know, as I was saying, I was just looking over my spreadsheet. I'm going to move these up like this. Yeah, to get rid of those. Okay. There we go. Work in the spreadsheet. As one does. Okay. And now we're headed up there. The fuel was already loaded, but we're going to pick that up on the way back. At Blue Sky Logistics, we're going to store the 14 cars we got with us, and then we're going to set out 3 more. We're loading things there. Then at Blue Sky McFarland, we are going to store the 17 cars we have here, and then there are 4 that are currently being loaded that we have to. They might already be loaded and ready to go, and we'll take whatever loads we can. All right, so now it's 1908. No, check that. It's 908. All right, so I'll put you guys on pause, and when we get to Blue Sky, I'll bring you back. I brought you back early because several things are happening. First off, the speed limit's 62. What? 62? That seems kind of a weird speed limit, doesn't it? Second of all, we're coming through this city. Actually, we're on the outskirts of the third city. Skitty? I mean the city. You know what I mean. I got down to double track, and at one point, she went across this this place where it went from double track down to single track. You seem to be going through that curve awfully fast. That was interesting. My bell still on? Be a lot of crossings through here. It's all. Here's a McDonald's, huh? Got to bring you back for that. Yeah, and again, just a very pretty map. Someone put a lot of work into this. Passenger station. Stand back, folks. We do not slow down for passenger stations. And we do lots of hornage. I was going to say we're horny, but that would be inappropriate, so I'm not going to say that. All right, back out into the countryside we go. Now, we have to get to around mile marker 169. And this right here is mile marker what? 154. We got a little ways to go. I'll bring you back. Okay, we are coming up on Blue Sky. You can see it over there on the left, I think. Well, that's definitely the city. And I figured out how I did my bell, or horns. I did them by, this one's close. It's a little bit late, though. I did them by where they had put down the whistle posts. Not very accurate. Oh, and I also turned the bell back on. Turn that off. All right, here we come now into Blue Sky. Just after I left you, when we went through that other city that I didn't know the name of, the bell is still on. Turn off the bell, please. Oh, am I on the wrong screen again? Yeah, I was. What was I messing up over here? Nothing. Okay. Oh, here we go. Turn the bell back on now. Anyway, while we were coming here, just after I left you the last time, see, got like 88,000 thoughts going through my brain now. We went past some semaphores. Yeah, that's right, semaphores. And that was kind of weird. Yeah, I had to smell my Coke Zero, make sure maybe somebody didn't spike it or something. I was seeing things, but no one spiked it. There were semaphores. That's, in case you don't know, that's an old-fashioned signal. So that was weird. All right. Yeah, and I see that. I was also thinking that last stop we just went through, the last level crossing, I should say. Now you see how it was again. We were at an approach speed, and so then, even if I had adjusted it for the correct speed instead of by the whistle stops, it'd have blown too late because we aren't going the speed I thought we were going to be going. Because you take those automatic horn sequences and you put them a certain amount of distance from the signal based on what the speed is at that signal. From the crossing. So, yeah. It doesn't work anyway. Now, we're coming to a stop here. Look at this place. This place is so big. This map is so big, I come across places like, have I seen this before? I don't know. Oh, look, they're like dumping grain in here. Grainalicious. And we're stopping at this dwarf here. What's the dwarf telling us? Line ahead is unsignaled, which means it's probably in the wrong... the switches aren't set right. Kenneth is still stuck. Can Eastla get past this? So far, the answer is no. Waiting for track clearance. What? What track clearance are you waiting for? Clearance. Let's see. There's this is definitely that's junction something or another. Blue Sky Arrival is over here. Yeah, like what are we doing here? Blue Sky Arrival what? There's nobody coming. Oh, she's moving now. Oh, she pulled a fast one on me, didn't she? Yep. She was... Maybe she just threw that switch just when I got up there to look at it? I don't know. But here she goes now. We're in downtown Blue Sky. Now I'm also thinking, where do all these cars go? I don't know. I wrote... You can see I named my switches instead of just putting track numbers on them, so that'll make it easier on me. Here we come, peeps. Now this one I'm doing manually, which is why it's turning out so perfect, because I am a perfectionist. The police, how you folks doing? Emergency mute. All right, here she comes now. Now, I don't know if this is, it's one of them. It's either, well, my guess is that is Blue Sky Logistics right there on our right. That's my guess. I got to find Blue Sky McFarland. Wherever the heck fire that is, I don't know. All right, she's almost at... Oh, she's there. She's there right now. Let's see what we got here now. Let's... Wait a minute. Does this say... It says McLean on it. We do got to deliver some goods to McLean. So there's that one found. Here is, right, Blue Sky Logistics. Yep, I was right. And then I need... What is the other one I'm doing? Oh, no. It's just Logistics and McLean. Oh, okay. Blue Sky McLean is right here. What kind of setup is this? You got to set it right across from the door all the way down? Well, that seems painful. All right, so what is this then? These are all Blue Sky Logistics, and there are 12 cars there, as I expected. What I did not expect was... Oh, I'm delivering to Blue Sky. And then I'm also... to McLean, I should say. And then I'm also storing some from McLean, so they must do both? They must do both. Okay, so they ship and receive. I guess. All right, so let's pull it forward just a little bit now. Okay, let's get it on the right controls. There we go. Here we go. Now, of course, here we are arriving, right? No, we're going to do it. That's right, okay. I was going to say, because wouldn't it be the responsibility of the shunter, right, to cut this inbound train here? If there's a yard, there's got to be one here at Blue Sky, though. A yard train, a yard engine. There you go. All right, so let's get this one fully onto the track. Pull it all the way up to this switch up here. Then we'll start figuring out how to get this stuff all lined up. Obviously, I figured it out once because there's cars sitting there. And I started out with the map empty. No, you're going the wrong way. Okay, slow it down, slow it down. I'm slowing down and it says excessive acceleration. Shouldn't that say excessive deacceleration? Don't get mad. Doing the best I can. All right, so let's see where we are now. We're still not all the way on. Okay, well, the all the way on dream is just not going to happen. Now, is there stuff? Oh, yeah, here we go. Look. Here are the shunters and everybody else over here. Yeah, okay. These are all BNSFs? Yes, they are. All right. But she's the local, so she's going to work it. She's not an inbound train. Right. Okay, so now the question is... Shysta, what are we going to do? Of course, we got room. She's still blocking this. Like I really care, right? But how's about we do this then? We go, yeah, that's correct. And then yes. And then, well, let's stay on this side over here. For reasons. All right. So we'll pull it forward just to get them all the cars on this track. And then, bleeding over into this one, and then we'll make a cut and shove them onto this one. Because this one here is M0033990083 Ballstown BNSF. Okay. So is there not a track for me to store any cars here? I'm going to guess the answer to that is no. There is not. So they got to store their own cars here? Is that what's going on? They must have to store their own cars here. What do we got over here? We have UPCN. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. So, because these cars... The cars that I had to store here at Blue Sky. There's 17 cars I got to store here at Blue Sky, so I'm wondering. Okay, let's get it all the way on the track, I guess. Where am I going to put them? That's what I'm asking. I got 17 cars to store. Where am I going to put them? It's like I didn't leave any storage tracks for this area. Here we go. I mean, this could be storage track right here, but again, these are all slated for other things. Right now, this one says Ballstown BNSF. Right? So I guess this track here we could use. Right? This one is not designated as anything. All right, so we could use this far track here. Oh, boy. Okay, so over this way now, and we will say apply, decouple, forward. Then we're going to need to know where these are going here. These are going to Blue Sky McFarland. These are all, and then these here at the end, Blue Sky McLean. Those are the 4 I need to unload at Blue Sky McLean, but we're on the wrong side of it. Yeah. Okay. So how's about we take these, we put them on M30, even though they don't belong there. We're going to move them off that right away. So it's funny that the cut worked out that way, right where I needed it to be. Right? Yeah, 'cause there's 4 of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. Very good. We'll stick them on here just temporarily before we go throw them on the throw them in front of the factory so they can be unloaded. There we go. Yeah, I don't do many shipping and receivings at the same factory, although you would... Yeah, realistically, wouldn't you? Most factories do ship things and they do receive things, right? Used to be a security guard at a long time ago, years and years ago, at a Ford Motor Company. Talking about shipping and receiving. Hello! They had a ton. Okay. We'll apply that right there. Right, Isla. Now you're gonna know these are all Blue Sky McLean's. And a Blue Sky Logistics in here too. And those all are just going to be stored. You know, I got like, how many I gotta store? I gotta store 32 of them. We're gonna fit 32 cars on this track right now. Okay. Let's not get too excited. How's about you just do what you gotta do? All right. The storage situation was not really worked out here when I made these tracks. Of course, there's only this many tracks here. I mean, of course, I could have added some tracks. I'm having an argument with myself right now, and I feel like I'm losing. There. Okay. Now we'll back these up. None of these are loaded, so these are all storage. All slated for storage. Okay. Here they come. And I'm also in the midst of playing this map. I am also changing my spreadsheet for like the 489th time since I started this spreadsheet. And that is normally on my spreadsheet on a separate screen is where I keep where my industry empties are, so I know how many they're going to order, you know. But I thought, why not, now that I'm doing it more realistically, why not put them on the same page as the train that works them? Oh, that's what I'm doing now, so that's going to take some maneuvering. It's a lot of paperwork. Okay, apply, decouple. Let's go get the rest of my cut that I came in with. All right, Isla. Let's go get it for you. Alrighty, yeah, look already. There's this many cars taking up that much room. We do have this track here. We'll put them wherever we can find them, I guess, right? I mean, there is this track here. Is this a mainline track? Oh, yeah. Is this a mainline track? Not really. We could stick them onto the... I mean, it's being treated as a mainline according to the signals on there, but We could put them in there. Don't clear your throat into the mic. Oh, yeah. Right. I apologize. There we go. All right, once we lash onto these, we'll see where all these go. I think all of these just need to be stored at this point. Pretty sure. And see, when these are stored here, the next time we do her local run, I'll know how many are stored according to my spreadsheet, and I'll know how many the industry wants to pick up because I'll have a random number next to it. So, they may want all of them filled. They may only want one or two filled. So, you never know. I suppose if I ever ran out of room in a yard, I would just say, well, we brought these cars up here like you guys wanted us to, but guess what? There ain't no room. We're going home. We're taking our cars home with us. Oh, no. You know what I got to check before... She going to run across another signal over here that's going to cause a problem? Or another switch, I mean? Yeah. She might. Here. This goes down to single line again, huh? We got the big city over that way. Okay. Get back up to yard speed. That's 15 miles an hour. Okay, you should know. You know what I want to do is I want to take McFarland and I want to move that building back, and then I want to put a loading platform up. I just cleared my throat again on the mic. There we go. Is that like an old person thing? Not that they clear their thing in the throat. They'll clear their throat into the mic. But, that as you get older, you get more phlegmy or something? I don't know. Is this gross? It could very well be gross. All right. We'll put as many as we can on here after we check them. They should all be empty, right? No. I got 2 more Blue Sky McFarlands that are full. What? Or McLean's. I keep saying McFarland, but it's McLean's. Well, that's a fine how do you do. All right. So which ones are they? So I should have 6. My spreadsheet says I should be delivering 4. It should actually be 6. This one right here. So it's these 2. Fruits. Fruits? What? Okay, that's LPG. I'm looking at my thing now. Is there any place where we deliver? I mean, this is not a food factory, right? Or is it? Oh, now I got to sneeze. Okay, I'm done sneezing. All right. Now, what? I don't have anything in here that says anything about that. All right. Let me put you guys on pause for a second until I figure out what in the heck these 2... I didn't even know I had 2 reefers in the middle of this. Okay. So you can see here now in the switch list, I changed them to Robbins Cold Storage, and this should be handled by Union Pacific, not BNSF. I know what happened. I was looking at and I was tagging these, right? And when I looked at these, I said, oh, 2 more boxcars. Nope, they're reefers. So what will happen is Isla will just pull them back to, well, you know what she could do? Instead of pulling them back, I'd say she could pull them back to Mallstown, but why not just stick them over here on the UP track and let somebody else take care of them? There you go. They're shirking responsibilities. All righty. So that means we have fewer cars to store now. So here we go. Which it just makes me laugh, too, because, you know, I have in my spreadsheet that there's only supposed to be 4. And that's what I have. But how was that possible? Because I should have wrote down that there were 6. I don't know. I'm just going to fall back on I'm only one man. Doing the job of what normally takes thousands of people to do. So, doing my best. And this whole running it more realistic is a new way of me running things. Any of this counting? I don't know. All right. As an excuse, I mean. Because anything is counting as an excuse. There we go. Now we'll take these 2 and we'll stick them on this track right here. Because eventually we'll have her back up into that other yard where we saw the UP track. That's all. You gave somebody over here at BNSF something to do. Because BNSF's got 2 yards. It's the Blue Sky yard and the Mallstown yard. We've been in Mallstown quite a few times. Blue Sky, not so much. That I remember. Okay, apply the handbrake while we still have quite a bit of slack action going on there, but what do we care? Alright, so put those there. We may have already hit our limit for this track, right? Yeah, no, we got to probably fit a few more on there. We better make use of every inch we got. Now, I know I got all these other tracks here that are empty right now, but are tagged, you know, for locals. The problem with putting them on those tracks is later on when I go to pick them up, something like this is going to happen where I pick them up thinking, oh, this is, it says, you know, it says right here, U0083. And so I'm just going to pick up every car I got here when some of them won't be. They'll be stored. Trying to keep it simple. My Trote still is mucking up on me. Come on, Trote, work with me. All right, so we'll put 2 of them right here. These 2 that are eventually going to be shipped out of here. Just like those over there. Gosh, I love doing this. This is awesome. Even when mistakes like this happen. You know, we shipped to the wrong place. And, of course, what do we ship to the wrong place? The perishables. You know, just good railroading. That's all it is. Just good railroading. But it's fun. Like I've said, you know, a lot of times in the passages, it's just fun to try to figure out these problems. I'm sure that railroads make mistakes. Try to keep it realistic by making these mistakes on purpose. Are you buying that? And I'll back this up. All right, see how many I can fit onto here. Oh, yeah. And then we'll have to start putting them onto this far track over here. It is what it is. I would not be surprised to find out that railroads will sometimes store cars in weird places because, you know, industry demand changes. And until they build more storage tracks, if that's their intention, they'll just put them wherever they can find them. Put them where they ain't. This tower seems to be kind of far back from the rails. Shouldn't it be up closer so it can see better around the corners? Maybe it is back farther so it can see better around the corners. All right, right there. Did we even get anything on here? This one's close, but I don't think too close. Right? There's enough clearance there. I'm thinking so. Forgot who I am. Here we go. Okay. Now... Okay, this is what I just figured out what I'm going to do next. All right. I'm going to put these here. Hopefully they'll fit all on this one track. If not, we can stick them on the second track. They're only here temporarily. It's all good. It's all good. Here we go. I'll back it up. I don't like how far away that train sounds. That horn sounds. It makes it sound like we got a lot of cars to hide here yet. Not too many. They might fit. Famous last words. Or they could have stuck them on the longer track or this track over here, but too late. Go with it. Just go with it. Right, just to be safe, we will throw this switch right here. Right, that's the one I'm on. Yeah, that's the one I'm coming down. Just in case we run over, and that way we won't derail. Yeah, it looks like we're going to make it. I don't think that's going to be a problem. All right. Put all these cars back here that are all going to be stored. Now that I think about it, I'm going to check that one more time before we decouple. Make sure these are... Oh, I'm already... Well... Yeah, I'm already got the switch list up here, but let's make double sure. Right, so they all should be empty. Yeah, logistics, McLean, or McLean. Not John McLean. All right. Okay, so our next move now is going to be able to get rid of these two UP cars that were delivered here erroneously. Which means we got to throw this switch this way. Okay. The rumble of the engine. Now I'm thinking to myself, too, I should probably rename this switch so I know what's going on here next time I come up. Of course, if I just click on them, I'll know. Right? Won't I? I go this way and then this way, yeah. If I just click on them, then I'll see, because I'm looking at this and I'll say, oh, these are all going to Mallstown. Let's grab on all these. But no, they're not going to Mallstown at all. They're all stored. These two industries over here. I know there's room here. Maybe I could put another track in here, huh? Start storing them here. Suddenly that's sounding very attractive to me. Just put another track right in here. Let's couple up to these. Right? Is it cheating? Sure. Of course, it's awful close here, though. I mean, we could start it off like right here and go here. It wouldn't give us that much more room, really. And then, of course, look at all this. Holy guacamole. There's like tons of room to put a new track in over here. Well, we'll see how far we get with what we got. Let's not take the easy way out quite yet. This way, this way, this way, right? Then we got to find the UP track, which was in this yard here. There it is. That's the UP track. Now, this one just says junction on it. Huh. Well, now, isn't that interesting? This could also... Yeah, this says UP on it. But this one here is just another storage track, right? Yeah, I mean, don't say nothing. It says UP, but that's for this one here. Because you look down on this end. Yeah, this one just says junction. Well. Which makes me now want to do this, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay, so... It's all right. Still works out. Let's pull forward now. I don't know, except we got to be on the engine. There you go. Forgot who I was, as usual. And again, although I love this map and it's a lot of fun. You see, I mean, like I said, I'm not here very often, and so I can't remember what tracks are where and what the heck fire's going on. But I'm going to definitely rename these once I'm done recording here. Rename them so I know what cars are going where. And just call this a storage track. Like on this, I could put, left is Mallstown, right is storage. Consistency is what we're looking for. Of course, that one track that's there, is that a through track? Gosh, I sure wish I'd have looked at that now. We'll look again. I don't think so. I don't think it is. Because I think that those tracks all lead right to the service yard, right? So it comes up here. Yeah, I mean, what are these? Yeah, see, this is just says junction on it again. This is just junction, so these tracks here aren't even being used for anything. Industry junction. What does this one say? This one says junction. That's UP and that's CN. But these two here are just junction tracks. But this one here on the far left, I've got to leave open. This one leads to an industry. This one here... Geez, there's a lot of industries here, aren't there? This one here is going to lead back through here. So I got to leave this one open. I should label that as a through track. So I don't start sticking stuff through here, right? Of course, look at, these two tracks come through here, huh? Goes down to single track, though. So when the passenger comes this way... Jeez, yeah, ooh. If the passenger train, does the passenger train come this way, or does it always go that way? Don't know. So maybe my best bet would be to make this the storage track. Of course, it doesn't hook up with that, does it? No, it does not. Yeah, we could have problems. All right, so you got to make a decision. What's it going to be? Let's this one straight down the middle. So was this one here. So let's put them on this track right here. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Put those on that track right there. And then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Where am I at? Yeah, I'm on this right here. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's ride this one in. Now I'm regretting my decision. You know I'm regretting it? Because I still have room right here. Like, I got all this room yet. Of course, not really, because... Yeah, because that'll be a through track anyway, right? I don't really have this room because there's nowhere... Yeah, that leads to McLean, so yeah. And suddenly I'm not regretting my decision. See that? I'm all over the place. All right, here we go. I am actually blowing the horn for the crossing. You may not be able to hear it. Here we go. See, these crossings are working fine. These are not TRC on here, are they? I don't believe they are. All right, now the question is, are we going to fit them all on this track? I believe the answer is yes, we are. Right? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Here we go. Why are they blowing the grain out like that? Or those wood chips? I don't know. Suppose I could take a look at the industry to see if I can get any indicators as to what it is. You store wood chips in a silo? My guess would be no. But do you? Is my guess right? I don't know. All right, so if the passenger train does come through here, he's got a through track to get through this yard. And do we have enough room on this track? Oh, yeah, plenty of room on this track. Okay. So then we'll apply. Decouple. Forget who I am. Now go forward. Right, there's no way we're hitting that intersection, that level cross there. Then we're going to want to put them on UP. Oh, it just, you see it flicker? I saw it flicker. It's got to be like just a little bit. Right, then again, maybe not. Let's bag it up. Here we go. Instead of Blue Sky Logistics, you call it Blue Sky, I had the game. Tetris, there we go. I figure out where all these pieces fit. It'd have been a better answer if I could remember what I was going to say. Alrighty. Place that right there. Just like so. Forward. Okay. Let's stop that right there because I want to look at this industry now. What kind of industry is this? They're blowing it out here, too. I don't think it's grain. Oh, it's a wood industry, isn't it? Well, they got boxes here. Boxes of what, though? I don't know. Boxes of stuff. There's nothing in these boxes. Maybe they make the boxes. That would make maybe wood, wouldn't it? What does this say? Big Lake Generating Plant. They're burning wood? Seems inefficient. I don't think we're supposed to see that. Okay. Yeah, now see here, they're filling it. I don't know if this is wood chips or what did I name it? I named it. That's... What is it? Blue Sky Wood Chip Company. It's wood chips. See? You figured it out. All right, you know what I also figured out? Yeah, we're out of time. Let's see. Can we go over here? Is this going to be a good screenshot? Oh, this looks pretty good right here. Yeah, I like this. All righty. So, yeah, we are in the butter zone right now. We're going to have to quit. We're going to end our show here on this pile of wood chips blowing down. Hope you guys had fun. This one was a lot of fun for me. I really enjoyed the challenge of trying to figure out where to put everything. And she's still not done. Episode 14 will have more of this delicious shunting. Why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like the fact that I'm letting wood chips blow into your face right now, well, this just may not be the channel for you.